Friday night home game. Excited about playing under lights here against the D's?
Yeah, I always love playing at Whitten. It's it's our home, so the crowd always comes out, and we always have really exciting games against Melbourne. So it should be a really nice, good turnout.
Good start against the Saints as well. You must be full of confidence, I guess.
Yeah, it was nice to be able to string together some of our game style. Even though the wind was quite hard to read, I thought that we got some good run-ons, and to be able to get it on the board and get the win in the first round is important. It's not the longest season, so they stuck up.
Losing Moody and Huntington, how do you replace those this week?
Yeah, I mean, we've got all the faith in the girls that we have that can step in. It potentially opens the door for some of our young talent to have their first crack. Obviously devastated for Moods. Her pre-season was awesome, and she was really hitting her straps, and hopefully it's shorter than the 4 to 6 I think it was. So, and then Izzy, I think we're all just very thankful that it was just a concussion. She'll just do the protocol, and hopefully that'll just be the 1 week.
Almost a good thing, that was just a head knock instead of
Yeah, so when I first saw her afterwards, I was just like, just a concussion, that's all right. So, yeah.
Karen, you had similarly challenging conditions down at Casey, but it must have been really pleasing to get away with that win against a really quality opposition.
Yeah, I guess you never know what Casey's going to serve up, but very windy. The first half, I think it took a while for both teams to get used to the conditions, but by the second half, we were kind of in the thick of it, and yeah, it's nice to get that win. A little bit close for my liking, but a win nonetheless. So.
And last time you were here, coming up against the Dogs, you're trying to push for that grand final spot. Do you look back at that game at all and sort of think that it's a missed opportunity, or is it way too long ago?
Geez, a couple of years ago now. It's never nice losing against the Doggies. There's a lot of history there, and we love coming up against each other. But I don't think we think about things that far back. But just looking forward to Friday night and hopefully coming over the 4 points.
And you were both involved in the exhibition matches back in the day, so it must be nice to sort of continue that rivalry.
Yeah, 2013, I think it all kicked off, and I was wearing a Bulldogs jumper, so I think I spent 3 games with the Bulldogs and then moved over to Melbourne. So, yeah, like I said, a fair bit of history there. So it is quite a significant match this Friday night, and holds a little bit more to it, I think, than just a normal round. So I think we're all excited to get out there, and we've got a lot of girls who have played with each other and against each other in the past. So it's nice to come out and see some familiar faces, and also being at Whitten Oval, it's a ground that's very familiar to a lot of Victorian girls, being home to a lot of us, in the past, in the earlier days. So it's nice to get out here and have a crack.
Beating North Melbourne, they were rated pretty highly. How much of a boost does that give you guys going forward?
Yeah, certainly. I think we were just treating them like any other side. We knew that they were going to be tough. They were tough last season. They've got some great players, so we were just focusing on, I think, our game and trying to be switched on from the start and just deliver what I guess we'd been working on through pre-season, and just glad we got there in the end. Started off a little bit slow, but second half we were hitting our straps and just thankfully could hold on to that couple of points in the end.
Extra importance Friday night, given that you're in the same conference?
I think definitely. It is. There are those cross-conference games that that we want to win, but certainly we want to end up top 2 on the ladder this season. So we'll be coming out and hopefully get one over the Doggies.
Hannah, does that come into your thinking as well for the Bulldogs playing an inter-conference rival?
It hasn't really. Yeah, that hasn't been discussed. I think we're just very much focusing on just the fact it's another game and that we want to get the points, whether it's a crossover match or that we're in the same conference. Obviously, you want to finish at the top end, but you've just got to sort of take it game by game. We know it's going to be a competitive one. It always is against Melbourne, and we'll just be trying to do our best to get the 4 points.
Hannah, you're playing in the midfield for a bit against the Saints. That's where we'd expect to see you for the rest of the season, or game-by-game proposition?
He's pretty open about just going where it's needed at the time. So it could be midfield, it could be forward, it could be back. I'm not really locked down to a spot at the moment. but I think I'd be spending a little bit more time in the midfield over this season. But it's just a rotational thing, I guess. It'll be, probably more forward, mid, but it's just whatever the game calls for, I guess, at the time. What Berkey says goes.
Your bump on Nadia Bomberto was a bit of a highlight out of that match. Did you sort of panic at all when you're in the air going, I hope I don't get it too high? Because that can often lead to suspension, we've seen in the past.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't think that we were gonna collect, but she sort of got pushed into my path, and it all happened so quickly that I just thought about getting the ball and I didn't really think about much else. So I remember the replay popped up and the sound of it even, and just like you could see the reaction of the crowd behind me, but I sat on the ground for a bit because I was so shocked at how quickly she got up. So you can sort of see me sitting there going, she's like, I just loved that how quickly she got up and just trotted off. So yeah, I mean, for me that's what footy's about. You go hard and all you're thinking about is that football, but at the end of the day you shake hands and what happens on there stays on there. So yeah.
Did you feed off that crowd energy as well? Because it was quite audible. Everyone sort of jumped back a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, those sort of things, like it makes you think about games and those memorable moments. So it's kind of nice to be a part of one of those moments, and it does. It gets you a bit fiery for that next contest because it gets your blood pumping a little bit. But it's great, the crowd involvement, and that's one of the main excitements for me playing here is the Doggies faithful that come out, and it gets so loud. So I'm excited for our pups that haven't played here yet, because the first time you hear it, it's not something that you'll ever forget.
Who are you lining up Friday night then?
No, not lining anyone up. Paxi. Take
Apparently
Paxi
we're both
out.
in the midfield, so.
Oh, you'll just run away from me. But look, I'm just going to be going for that football. So whoever's got it, that's who my eye will be on. But hopefully I can run away with it.